Check, check, 1, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's conference matchup between the visiting Chanhassen Storm and your defending Metro West Conference champions, your very own Chaska High School Hawks.
Good evening to all of you watching tonight. I'm Kristen Nicholson, realtor with Edina Realty and proud sponsor of Chaska Hawks basketball. I've had the privilege of living and working in this community for the past 20 years, as well as watching both of my boys, Cole and Brady, grow up as Chaska Hawks basketball players. Working in Chaska and the surrounding communities has given me the opportunity to open new doors for many new homeowners. Opening new doors just isn't about the process of buying and selling real estate. It's truly understanding the individual needs of each and every client and working to not only meet those expectations, but exceed them. From start to finish, I believe in providing a positive experience that puts you as the priority. I'm excited to announce the addition of the Arizona market to my portfolio of client services. I have partnered with the Ray Group and Berkshire Hathaway of North Scottsdale to bring you a smooth transition from one market to the next. Are you ready for that new view? Contact me today to start searching for your dream home in sunny Scottsdale. Thank you for supporting Chaska basketball. From my home to yours, enjoy the game.
I done been around the world, ain't nobody else that could do it like us with nobody help. When the chips about to fall and I'm back against the wall, know it's only one place I call. All roads lead home. 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 Yeah. All roads lead home. Welcome to my city. Welcome to my city. The only place I know. All roads lead home. Welcome to my city. Welcome to my city. Welcome to my city. Welcome to my city. The only place I know. All roads lead home.
We welcome you inside Chaska High School for another edition of one of the best rivalries in the entire state of Minnesota, as the Hawks will host the crosstown rival Chanhassen Storm here on CHBN. Hi everybody, along with Brett Johnson, I'm Patrick Lilia. So excited. Coverage brought to you tonight by Kristen Nicholson with Edina Realty, as the Storm starters continuing to be introduced. Max Woods, along with, well, we'll get the starters as the game gets going, as now the Hawks starters will be introduced. It's been a tough season for the Hawks so far, no two ways about it. They've lost 5 in a row. They come in with a record of 1-8 on the regular season, defeating their crosstown rival, the Storm, would certainly help things feel a little bit better. The Storm come in, they've alternated wins and losses in their first 6 games. The bad news for Chaska is that the Storm lost their most recent game against Benilde St. Margaret's. So if you believe in that sort of thing, that doesn't look good for the Hawks coming in. But they come in at 3-3 overall on the regular season. The last of the Hawks starters being introduced. And then we will get things going on a rocking gymnasium here at Chaska High School. The Chaska side of the building looks pretty much full. Student sections on both sides are packed. The Chanhassen side as well. Plenty of firepower on that side as well. So we will get ready to rumble. Brady Nicholson will take the opening tip for the Chaska Hawks. Hawks look to start to get their season trending in the right direction. They can do it by beating the Storm here tonight on home court. They'll take the opening tip against Tanner Johnson of the Storm. And we are underway with Chaska controlling the opening tip, with Coleman coming out of his own backcourt with it. Gets it off on the far wing underneath for Nicholson. Nicholson driving back down, an early foul on Johnson. Nicholson will head to the line to shoot a pair. Just 9 seconds into the game, Tanner Johnson picks up the early foul. One team foul for the Storm. Hawks during this 5-game losing streak, they've had some tough losses. They've had some losses that weren't particularly competitive as well, including a game against Shakopee. Sabres, of course, one of the top teams in the state this season. As the Storm with it in the front court for the first time as it's left off for Woods. Woods loses it. He's able to recover, get it off for Johnson. Johnson gives off on the perimeter for Patrick Brick. Over on the far side is Woods. Woods starts to drive. He'll kick it out for Johnson. Johnson leaves it off behind him for Brick. Brick gets it down for Johnson. Wasn't able to get it to go. Good defense underneath from the Hawks. Jacoby Lyles contesting the shot. Back in the front court with it are the Hawks with the early 2-0 lead. Just under 1 minute into the game. Nicholson will take the three from the near corner. That's off the mark. And the rebound eventually corralled by Braden Barger of the Storm as Barger carries into the front court, gives off on the wing for Woods. Woods will kick it all the way back out toward the timeline. Now he'll start his drive again. He'll lose the ball out of bounds. It will stay with the Storm. So Woods will inbound as he gets it into Tanner Johnson. Johnson gives it back for Woods. Woods for Brick. Brick trying to drive the baseline. He's forced back outside of the arc. Over here for Woods for three, and that goes down. Maxwell Woods hits the three, and the Storm have the lead 3-2. Good ball movement from the Hawks. The good interior defense from the Hawks that forced the Storm to have to settle for the three, but the Storm able to convert on said three-point attempt. Nicholson, who missed a three on the last possession, nearly lost the ball. He's able to recover. Nicholson now taking it back. Gets it off on the wing. The three from the corner is off the mark for Cameron Wall, and quickly back up court for Brick or the Storm. Leaves it back off for Woods. Woods on the drive in the lane is fouled. Doesn't get the bucket, but he'll go to the line. Foul will go on Cameron Wall. That's his first. The first team foul on the Hawks. Woods will shoot a pair after hitting the three on the last possession for Chanhassen. As Woods hits both, and it's a 5-2 lead. Woods has scored all 5 points thus far for Chanhassen. Inbound worked up court by Coleman as he's guarded by Woods. Coleman carries into the front court, loses it to Woods, and Woods able to play it off Coleman. It's Chanhassen ball. A really good play by Woods, falling out of bounds to throw that off the legs of Coleman and force the turnover. So thus far, it's been the Maxwell Woods show for Chanhassen. He's got all 5 points, including a three-pointer, and then that play he just made a moment ago was Woods on the drive, can't get the finish, and Nicholson with the rebound. Coleman carries into the front court, gives off for Nicholson. Nicholson will take the long three and gets it all. Brady Nicholson, the big man, can shoot it from deep, and he hits one there. We're tied up at 5. Now driving the baseline at the other end is Barger, and he gets it down. Braden Barger makes it 7-5 in favor of Chanhassen. Coleman works into the front court. Bounce pass for Wall, kicks it back to Coleman. Wiles, nice bounce pass underneath as Nicholson will take a three from the other side, and that one rolls out. Rebound left off for Woods, who will carry back into the front court. Three from the far side goes down for Braden Barger, so Barger now has 5. It's 10-5 Chanhassen here in the early going as Nicholson into the front court is fouled as he bumps into Tanner Johnson. That'll be the second foul on Johnson already. Second team foul. Scorer's table has that as Johnson's first, so either that first foul was on someone else and I missed it, or they gave the first foul to the wrong player. So Nicholson with the ball will give off on the far side. Coleman gives off for Lyles. Over on the near side for Wall as he took steps. Offensive foul will be the call. No, they'll call it on Lyles on the screen. Third team foul on Chaska. Woods works it into the front court. Off for Barger on the near side. Working his way in is Brick as he hits off the side of the board. Quickly in transition ahead are the Hawks, and able to drain the short two is number 10. That's Dawson Reef, able to drain the quick two with, and Woods with a nice cut at the other end. Fancy move through the lane, but can't get it to go. And quickly in transition come the Hawks. Reef at the other end gets the finish, and it's 10-9. Quickly the other way for Chanhassen, and getting fouled on his layup attempt is Will Scheckler. So that'll be on Lyles. That's the second on Lyles, so Lyles will sit down. Wall will check out of the game as well. It was not a shooting foul, so the Storm will inbound. Woods looking to inbound. Gets it in, quick trigger three, goes down right out of the gate for Eli Sweeney. Storm able to respond with a big three, and they're back up by 4 at 13-9 as we approach the 5-minute mark of this first half. Trying to drive his way in there with Wall. Gives off for Nicholson for 3, and he's got it. Nicholson hits another 3, and it's 13-12. Chanhassen here in the early going. Sweeney at the top of the circle. And gives off on the near side for Barger. Barger trying to drive through. Contested layup is not there. And Chaska comes away with the rebound. Hawks work it back into the front court. Nicholson will take the quick trigger 3, and he's got it. Brady Nicholson already with 3 3-pointers in the first 5.5 minutes. And they're going to call the blocking foul down low. Trying to drive through the lane was Scheckler. Foul will be on Coleman. That's his first.
Shooting for the Storm, number 24, Will.
Schleicher will take the 2 free throw attempts. He's got the first one.
Coming into the Storm, number 5, Williams. Returning the game is Brick.
Oh, a good one already brewing here from Chaska High School. 15-14. The second free throw for Schleicher is good, and we're tied at 15 apiece.
Back in the game is Tanner Johnson.
Coleman will inbound. He's able to get it into Nicholson. Little bit of backcourt press shown by the Storm on this possession. Coleman able to work it into the front court. Gets it off on the far side. Lob over to Nicholson. Nicholson able to work it around on the near side for Max Rain. Rain hasn't poked away by Brick. Brick able to come up with it. Excuse me, that's Leo Clear who came up with it. Storm set up in the front court. Klur on the drive will kick it back out as Ty Williams leaves it for Brick on the near side. Tanner Johnson at the top of the circle. Long range two goes down for Patrick Brick. Storm go back in front 17-15. Nice ball movement. They cycle it down to Nicholson, who's fouled along the baseline. That'll be the second foul on Tanner Johnson. 11:19 to go in the opening half. Third team foul on the Storm. Nicholson turnaround jumper isn't there as the Storm come away with the rebound as Schleicher takes it into the front court. Brick leaves off for Williams. Williams then has it stolen, but then Brick able to steal it right back. Brick gives off for Williams. Klur gives it off for Brick for three. That's off the front rim, no good. Action fast and furious so far as Coleman works into the front court. Gives off on the near side for Rain for three, and he's got it. Max Rain hits the three to put the Hawks back in front, 18-17. This Brick circling on the perimeter leaves off for Ty Williams. Williams taking the ball back, spinning his way at the free throw line, took steps, and it's a turnover.
And for Chaska is Simon Peterson back into the store as Maxwell Woods and Braden Albert.
Hawks off the inbound. Just a little over 8 minutes into the game. 18-17, the Hawks with the lead. It's Coleman into the front court. Spun around a little bit by Woods. He was able to get the pass off. Bounce pass underneath. No call underneath at the finish for Joey Bourne. Woods works into the front court with it for the Storm. Woods on the drive will kick it back out. Then starting his drive is Schleicher, and there's nothing there. And the rebound for the Hawks. They will work it back up court. With Wall on the near side, he'll take the three, and that's off the mark. Nicholson comes away with the offensive rebound as Wood is going after that lob pass hard. Gives me the rebound for Andrew Shafter, my apologies. Inbound for Matthew Coleman. Guarded by Woods. Bounce pass underneath for Shafter. Shafter short range two off glass is good. Nicholson back in the game. Schleicher gives over on the near side. Woods in the corner with it. Sweeney kicks it out. Thinking about the three was Schleicher, and he took steps. 22-17, Hawks with the lead here in the early going in this first half. 9:03 to go. We're going to get a timeout, and we'll take a quick break. You're watching CHBN Chaska and Chanhassen.
Good evening to all of you watching tonight. I'm Kristen Nicholson, realtor with Edina Realty and proud sponsor of Chaska Hawks basketball. I've had the privilege of living and working in this community for the past 20 years, as well as watching both of my boys, Cole and Brady, grow up as Chaska Hawks basketball players. Working in Chaska and the surrounding communities has given me the opportunity to open new doors for many new homeowners. Opening new doors just isn't about the process of buying and selling real estate. It's truly understanding the individual needs of each and every client and working to not only meet those expectations, but exceed them. From start to finish, I believe in providing a positive experience that puts you as the priority. I'm excited to announce the addition of the Arizona market to my portfolio of client services. I have partnered with the Ray Group and Berkshire Hathaway of North Scottsdale to bring you a smooth transition from one market to the next. Are you ready for that new view? Contact me today to start searching for your dream home in sunny Scottsdale. Thank you for supporting Chaska basketball. From my home to yours, enjoy the game.
We welcome you back. As a nice play underneath, the Hawks able to extend their lead to 7. Chanhassen with it in the front court with Brick. 3 from the corner off the mark for Schleicher, but the offensive rebound and the finish. Oh, it did not finish, my apologies. And the rebound for the Hawks. Back up is Coleman quickly. Coleman on the drive. Coleman kicks it out for 3, and that goes down. Max Rain hits another 3, and the threes are falling hard for the Hawks in the first half. Nicholson has 3 threes, and Rain now has a pair. 27-17 in favor of Chaska as a foul underneath. Braden Barger trying to drive the baseline. He'll go to the line.
Chaska ball on number 15 of Max Rain.
Rain picks up the foul. That's the 5th team foul on Chaska.
Shooting 2 for the Storm, number 15, Braden Barger.
Barger hits the first free throw.
McDonald.
Inbound to Nicholson off the made free throw as Hawks will work it into the front court. Just over 10 minutes into the first half with the Hawks leading by 8 at 27-19. Long pass over on the near side and then trying to drive the line. No call once again as Shafter with the hard contact. Woods over on the near side. He'll take the quick trigger 3, and that's off the mark. And the rebound for Simon Peterson. Hawks work it quickly back into the front court. Now they'll slow things down. Over on the near side for Wall. Wall will set up for 3. That's off the back rim. No good. And the rebound by Sweeney. Woods back into the front court for the Storm. Student section wanted a travel. They won't get one, and the 3 off the mark. Rain for the Hawks. Gives off for Coleman. Coleman trying to drive around Woods. Off balance 2 is no good. Woods with the rebound. Woods speeds into the front court, and a good play by Wall to deflect that out of bounds. It'll stay with the Storm. Jackson McDonald inbounds as Woods holds on to it just outside the timeline. Now brings it in. Woods guarded by Coleman. Woods gives off for McDonald. McDonald driving the lane will settle for the floating 2 and gets it down. 27-21 Hawks with under 6.5 minutes to go in this first half. Nicholson gives off for Peterson. Work it back to Nicholson along the baseline. Nicholson forced to kick it out. Now they bounce it back to him along the baseline. Nicholson trying to back his way down on Schleicher. And the shot no good. Rebound for Schleicher. Woods works back into the front court. Able to split the defense. Circus shot no good, but he'll go to the line as he's fouled.
Chaska ball, number 32,
Simon Peterson picks up the foul. That's 6 on the Hawks. That will put the Storm in the bonus going forward. Woods' first free throw is good.
Williams back in the game for the Storm. Thorne back in the game for the Hawks.
Second free throw rims off for Woods. Nicholson at the top of the circle as he's guarded by Schleicher. Long 3 is off the mark for the Hawks, but a good offensive rebound. Kick back to Nicholson for 3, and that's off the mark as well. Another offensive rebound, a great play to track it down by Reef. Reef leaves it off for Bourne. Underneath for Nicholson. Nicholson will kick it out. as Wally started to drive, then he was forced to kick it back out as well. Nicholson back over on the near side with it, gives off for Wall. Wall drops it into the corner. Forced to be kicked back into the corner by Bourne. Reef back over to Bourne. Bourne underneath, great movement, but then unable to finish on the layup is Wall. Wood speeds back into the front court. Forced to back down, kick it out for Brick. Brick sets up Woods. Woods spinning his way in, but too strong on the layup. Speeding the other way is Coleman, and he hit the bottom of the rim. Another offensive rebound looked like for Coleman, but he lost the handle as it's carried into the front court by Ty Williams. Williams works it over on the near side, over for McDonald. Now Woods on the other side with it. Long two goes down for Schleicher.
Timeout, Chaska.
Chaska will take a timeout, and we'll take one as well. You're watching CHBN.
Good evening to all of you watching tonight. I'm Kristen Nicholson, realtor with Edina Realty and proud sponsor of Chaska Hawks basketball. I've had the privilege of living and working in this community for the past 20 years, as well as watching both of my boys, Cole and Brady, grow up as Chaska Hawks basketball players. Working in Chaska and the surrounding communities has given me the opportunity to open new doors for many new homeowners. Opening new doors just isn't about the process of buying and selling real estate. It's truly understanding the individual needs of each and every client and working to not only meet those expectations, but exceed them. From start to finish, I believe in providing a positive experience that puts you as the priority. I'm excited to announce the addition of the Arizona market to my portfolio of client services. I have partnered with the Ray Group and Berkshire Hathaway of North Scottsdale to bring you a smooth transition from one market to the next. Are you ready for that new view? Contact me today to start searching for your dream home in sunny Scottsdale. Thank you for supporting Chaska basketball. From my home to yours, enjoy the game.
Back inside Chaska High School, coming out of the timeout. Chaska leading at 27-25 with 4:13 to go in the opening half. Wall will work it into the front court off the inbound. Nicholson leaving off for Bourne. Bourne bounce pass for Wall. Lob pass underneath Nicholson as he's double teamed. Kick back out for three and got it. Dawson Reef with the three. It's a 5-point game, 30-25, as Patrick Brick at the other end has one go in and out on a three of his own. Nicholson carries into the front court. He'll leave off for Reef. Reef back with it. Reef over for Wall. Wall bounces over to Nicholson. Nicholson throws it over for the other side for Reef. Reef kicks it back to Nicholson. He'll take the three, and that's too strong, but the offensive rebound. Kick back to Rain for three, and that rolls around but doesn't go down. This time coming away with the rebound is Schleicher. Ty Williams gives off on the top of the circle for Schleicher. Schleicher on the drive, it's not there. Ball eventually rebounded by Nicholson. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Nicholson nearly lost the handle on it, able to recover. Nicholson on the no-look pass sets up for three, but well short. Now that gets the Chanhassen student section riled up. .2:48 to go in the first half. It's 30-25. The Hawks with the lead. Maxwell Woods works it in the front court. Williams losing the handle on it, and then the ball entirely is Barger as the Hawks will slow things down as they carry it into the front court. Wall over for Coleman. Nicholson underneath. Fadeaway jumper is good. Nicholson hits another one. He now has 13 in the game. Woods leaves off for Williams. Williams' floater in the lane isn't there. In transition the other way. Left into the corner as trying to drive his way in with a nice spin is Kallman. Kallman flips back for Nicholson. Back for Reef. Long pass to the other side for three for Wall, and that's off the mark, and the rebound for Barger. Woods carries back into the front court. Woods trying to drive through the defenders, a jump ball. It'll stay with Chanhassen. 32-25, Chaska leading with 1:40 to go in the first half. Woods will inbound. Inbounds for Brick in the far corner. Sweeney trying to drive the lane. Gives back for Williams. Now Sweeney back on the near wing. Sweeney trying to drive the baseline as he's fouled on the baseline. Foul will go on Brady Nicholson. That's his first. Sweeney will shoot a 1-and-1. 14 fouls for the Storm, so they still have a couple fouls to give. Front end is no good as the Hawks on the rebound for Bourne. Minute 20 to go in the opening half. Reef gets it to the top of the circle. Bounce pass underneath Nicholson. Nice job, able to pull it in. Nicholson gets it on the far side for Wall for three, and it rolls down. Three-point shooting has been on point for the Hawks in the first half. They lead by 10 as they match their largest lead once again. Woods pull-up jumper rolls around but can't get it to go. Woods flying in, though, to get his own rebound. Kicks it out for Brick. Sets up the long three, and that's off the mark as well for Barger. We'll see how aggressive the Hawks want to be with 40 seconds to go in the opening half. Wall sized up by Brick. Wall leaving off. Reef gets it back for Kallman. Wall again guarded by Brick. Looks like the Hawks might just run this thing down as Reef trying to drive through the lane as it poked away. He'll kick it back to the timeline as we come down to 10 seconds to go in the half. Reef got the screen around McDonald. Layup doesn't go, but he's fouled. So the Hawks elected to hold that last 45 seconds more or less. Foul will go on Barger. That's his second. That's the fifth Chanhassen team foul of the opening half. That's Kallman for two free throws. The first one too strong. So the three-point shooting we talked about was on the mark for the Hawks in the first half as they had 8 3-pointers. Conceivably could still have one more with 4.3 left, depending on what happens here. And we'll get a foul off the missed free throw. Wasn't sure if it was a foul or going to be a lane violation, but it is a foul. That'll be on Bourne, his first. And Sweeney will shoot a 1-and-1 at the other end. Sweeney's first is too strong. Nicholson, mid-court three off the mark, wouldn't have counted anyway. So the Hawks will take a 10-point lead into halftime. Nicholson has 13. So we'll take a break for halftime. Tonight's coverage presented by Kristen Nicholson with Edina Realty. Certainly want to thank Kristen Nicholson for sponsoring CHBN action tonight. So we'll go into the half with the Hawks leading the Storm 35-25. Stay with us.
Good evening to all of you watching tonight. I'm Kristen Nicholson, realtor with Edina Realty and proud sponsor of Chaska Hawks basketball. I've had the privilege of living and working in this community for the past 20 years, as well as watching both of my boys, Cole and Brady, grow up as Chaska Hawks basketball players. Working in Chaska and the surrounding communities has given me the opportunity to open new doors for many new homeowners. Opening new doors just isn't about the process of buying and selling real estate. It's truly understanding the individual needs of each and every client and working to not only meet those expectations, but exceed them. From start to finish, I believe in providing a positive experience that puts you as the priority. I'm excited to announce the addition of the Arizona market to my portfolio of client services. I have partnered with the Ray Group and Berkshire Hathaway of North Scottsdale to bring you a smooth transition from one market to the next. Are you ready for that new view? Contact me today to start searching for your dream home in sunny Scottsdale. Thank you for supporting Chaska basketball. From my home to yours, enjoy the game. Good evening to all of you watching tonight. I'm Kristen Nicholson, realtor with Edina Realty and proud sponsor of Chaska Hawks basketball. I've had the privilege of living and working in this community for the past 20 years, as well as watching both of my boys, Cole and Brady, grow up as Chaska Hawks basketball players. Working in Chaska and the surrounding communities has given me the opportunity to open new doors for many new homeowners. Opening new doors just isn't about the process of buying and selling real estate. It's truly understanding the individual needs of each and every client and working to not only meet those expectations, but exceed them. From start to finish, I believe in providing a positive experience that puts you as the priority. I'm excited to announce the addition of the Arizona market to my portfolio of client services. I have partnered with the Ray Group and Berkshire Hathaway of North Scottsdale to bring you a smooth transition from one market to the next. Are you ready for that new view? Contact me today to start searching for your dream home in sunny Scottsdale. Thank you for supporting Chaska basketball. From my home to yours, enjoy the game.
Number 15 for this.
We welcome you back inside the Chaska High School gym. The Hawks leading by 10 at the start of the second half. Now 14 seconds into the second half. Hawks leading 35-25. Nicholson, another fantastic game. He's drained 3 3-pointers, all from distance. Big range for the big man as Lyles on the drive for the Hawks, rattles around and down. Hawks with their largest lead of the game at 12, 37-25 as Woods works it back into the front court. Back over for Woods. Woods trying to drive the lane. He'll kick it out. Woods gets it off for Tanner Johnson. Johnson thought about the drive. He'll leave it for Woods on the near wing. Woods trying to spin his way into the lane. He'll have to drop it back out for Brick. Brick gives it for Woods. Nice work setting up the three as it rolls around and down. Maxwell Woods, who made a big splash early on in this game, but Hawks were able to hold him pretty quiet for the good part of the latter part of the later part of the first half. I was about to say second half of the first half. That's where I got tripped up. But Woods able to make a big three here to start the second half. It's a 9-point game of 37-28. Hawks with the lead as Lyles kicks the ball out. Bounced over for Nicholson. Over on the near side for Reef for three. He's got it. Dawson Reef for another three. Hawks have hit more threes than they've missed during this game tonight. It's a 12-point lead, 40-28. As Johnson will size up the three. That's too strong. Rebound corralled by Reef. Gives off for Coleman. Coleman over for Wall. Coleman getting it back on the near side. Good ball movement sets up Reef in the corner. Now Lyles with it. Lyles underneath for Nicholson. Nicholson double-teamed lob pass goes into the stands, and that'll be a turnover. 15:49 to go in the second half. The Hawks 40, the Storm 28. Woods with the ball in the front court. No, Schleicher at the top of the circle, found Woods. Woods thought about driving through the lane. He'll set up the three for Brick, who got it. Really nice play by Woods to set up the corner three for Brick, wide open as the defense crashed down on Woods. Back the other way is Reef. Reef can't finish the layup, and the rebound back the other way with Brick. 40-31, the Hawks with the lead as Woods loses it. And it will stay with Chanhassen.
McDonald back in the game for Chanhassen.
Jackson McDonald checks back in. He will inbound. It's McDonald on the near side with it. Brick over for Woods. He will take the quick three. He's got it. The Storm come up with 6 quick points. And we'll get a foul before the inbound on the Storm. That'll be on Jackson McDonald. Third team foul of the second half already for the Storm. Reef on the far side. Bounce pass able to get through for Lyles. He can't keep it in bounds. It'll go over to the Storm. Woods for Brick. Brick leaves off the nice bounce pass for Johnson. Johnson trying to back down Nicholson. His pass into the corner sails into the stands, and that'll be a Storm turnover. Inbound to Reef. Hawks have led by as many as 12 a couple of times here in the second half, as the Storm then have hit a couple threes to get it back within 6. Lyles on the far side gives off for Wall. Reef on the baseline drive, able to finish. Woods into the front court. His pass high, but able to be pulled in by Sweeney. McDonald guarded at the top of the circle, gets the screen, then able to hit the three off the screen. So the three-point shooting has been better for the Storm here in the second half. Timeout taken. We'll take one as well. You're watching CHBN. Back inside Chaska High School coming out of the timeout. It's 42-37, the Hawks with the lead. Storm doing a good job of hanging around here in the second half. They've trailed by as many as 12, but they've cut the deficit to 5. As Wall's three off the mark and the rebounded transition. Williams quickly ahead into the front court. Williams spinning in the block, but the foul. Wall will pick up the foul.
Basketball, number 3, Cameron Wall. Shooting 2 for the Storm.
Ty Williams will go to the line to shoot 2 and draw the Storm a little bit closer potentially. Can't get the first one to go. Hawks' next game Tuesday will be against Benilde St. Margaret's at the Haben Center in St. Louis Park. Williams' second free throw too strong, but a lane violation called. Williams will get another chance at the second free throw. That one, though, too strong as well. Nicholson has the rebound. 5-point lead for the Hawks. We come to the 5-minute mark of the second half. Nicholson guarded by Johnson. Nicholson, turnaround Jay, rolls off. Woods has the rebound. Woods leaves for Williams in front of the bench for Sweeney. Woods will take the three, and that's too strong. Nicholson has the rebound. Coleman back at the other end with it, trying to spin his way along the baseline. Works into the corner for Reef for three. Too short. Let the ball punched loose off the rebound, but then Reef's pass off the mark, and that'll be a turnover. Hawks have led by as many as 12 in the second half. Woods gets it for McDonald just inside the timeline. The ball deflected out of bounds. McDonald lobs it into the backcourt all the way down at the other end for Woods. Nice work to get it underneath, and then the foul underneath. Nicholson might pick it up. Schleichler was down there for the Storm. It will be on Nicholson. That'll be his second. Schleicher will shoot a pair for the Storm. And his first one rolls off. Schleicher does get the second one. It's a 4-point game, 42-38. Inbound for Bourne. Bourne able to work around Woods. Woods nearly came up with a circus steal. Woods has been all over everything tonight for Chanhassen. Bourne over on the far side, who's guarded by Sweeney. Nicholson with Schleicher on him. Double team comes over. Sweeney nearly comes up with the steal. Pass into the lane was deflected and eventually works out toward the far corner. Lob pass underneath Nicholson and a foul underneath.
Storm ball number 1, Jackson.
It'll be on McDonald. That'll be his second.
Coming back in for the Storm, number 15, Braden Barber. And Max Wood.
Lob in for Bourne. Bounce underneath for Nicholson. Nicholson trying to back down on Schleicher, able to hammer home the layup.
And for Chaska, number 3, Cameron Brown.
44-38, Chaska leading with 11:20 to go in regulation. Brick lives off for Schleicher. McDonald trying to work around a double team. Gives off into the corner. Brick. Brick forced to back down as Brick will work along the perimeter. McDonald sets up Schleicher. Brick will have to drop off for Sweeney. Sweeney, nice pass underneath McDonald and the finish. Jackson McDonald, who has heated up a bit here in the second half as well. He now has 7 points in the game. 44-40, Chaska leading. Bourne thought about the drive, kicked it out for Rain. Nicholson underneath. Turnaround lefty jumper goes. And that puts the Hawks back up by 6. Schleicher back at the other end. Driving the baseline is Brick, and he was fouled before he lost the ball. Foul will be on Coleman. That'll be his second. Third team foul for the Hawks. Into Woods on the near wing. Woods driving its way around Lyles. Might have had it blocked out of there, but the Storm able to maintain the ball. Johnson will work it back for Brick. Brick thought about driving the baseline. He was forced to kick it back out for Schleicher. Woods starts his drive from the baseline, tipped off of his foot, but he was able to keep it. And then he loses it out of bounds. Well, the Hawks will take it off the turnover with 9:34 to go in regulation. Hawks by 6, 46-40. Nicholson for Wall. Wall forced to drop out. Kallman along the baseline. Kicks it out from the free throw line. Able to get it for Nicholson. Kallman gets it for Wall. Nicholson double teamed. Short jumper isn't there, and the rebound carried up court by Woods. Woods drives the lane. Fouled before the shot.
Chaska foul number 11.
Foul on Kallman, that's his third.
Coming back in the game is Jackson McDonald for the Storm, and for the Hawks, Dawson Reef.
McDonald comes back in for the Storm and Reef in for the Hawks. Inbound to Johnson. Johnson on the far wing, lob pass over to Woods on the near side. Woods trying to drive the lane, gets the layup, rolls around, and then falls out. Wall into the front court with it. Nicholson on the near side, he's fouled. Oh, they'll call the foul on Nicholson. Woods slowly into the front court. Leaves it for Brick. Brick now taking it back. Driving is Barger. Barger fouled underneath. Foul is on Dawson Reef. That'll be his first. Fifth team foul for the Hawks. As shooting a pair is Barger, who misses the first.
Sweeney back in the game for the Storm. That's a quick.
Barger's second also short. Well, the Hawks holding on to that 46-40 advantage. Wall will carry it in. Nicholson again fighting off that double team for Lyles. Nicholson lob pass underneath. As the whistle blows, and I think he was fouled underneath.
Storm foul number 1.
Foul will go on McDonald. That's his third. We're just past the 10-minute mark of the second half. 7:56 left to go. Inbound to Wall on the near wing. Nicholson will kick it for Lyles. Nice ball movement to Nicholson down low as he fights through the traffic. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Storm foul number 42.
Foul is on Tanner Johnson. That's his third. Nicholson will go to the line to shoot a pair. Much grittier, dirtier game in the second half than it was in the first half. We had that kind of smooth flowing with a lot of threes, and second half has been a lot more in your face, in the paint kind of game. Nicholson able to convert 1 of 2, and that puts the Hawks up by 7. Timeout taken here, so we'll take one as well. You're watching CHBN.
Good evening to all of you watching tonight. I'm Kristen Nicholson, realtor with Edina Realty and proud sponsor of Chaska Hawks basketball. I've had the privilege of living and working in this community for the past 20 years, as well as watching both of my boys, Cole and Brady, grow up as Chaska Hawks basketball players. Working in Chaska and the surrounding communities has given me the opportunity to open new doors for many new homeowners. Opening new doors just isn't about the process of buying and selling real estate. It's truly understanding the individual needs of each and every client and working to not only meet those expectations, but exceed them. From start to finish, I believe in providing a positive experience that puts you as the priority. I'm excited to announce the addition of the Arizona market to my portfolio of client services. I have partnered with the Ray Group and Berkshire Hathaway of North Scottsdale to bring you a smooth transition from one market to the next. Are you ready for that new view? Contact me today to start searching for your dream home in sunny Scottsdale. Thank you for supporting Chaska basketball. From my home to yours, enjoy the game.
Coming out of the timeout, carried into the front court by Woods. Woods gets it over on the near side for McDonald as he's double teamed. Lob pass underneath, kicked back out for Woods. Johnson tried to get it back down low. A loose ball and a foul. Foul will go on Wall, that's his third. 16 fouls now both ways, so the next foul for either team will put their opponent in the bonus. Pass in for Sweeney. Sweeney slipped a little bit, and it'll have a jump ball. It'll stay with Chanhassen. 47-40, the Hawks leading the second half. We've mentioned it's been quite a bit more of a grind. Woods with the three, that's off the mark, and the rebound for Lyles. Nicholson, I think they'll call the foul on Johnson. That'll be 4 on Johnson with 7:04 left to play. Nicholson will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
In for John is Will Schleck.
Got the first. Second one, though, rolls off. Been a very quiet several minutes on the score sheet. Was able to finish at the other end is Sweeney on the layup. Back to a 6-point game with 6:45 left in regulation, 48-42 Hawks. Driving the other way and getting the finish and the foul. Oh, they're calling an offensive foul.
Offensive foul, Chaska number 11 on Matthew Coleman.
That'll be Coleman's fourth. Oh, the Chaska student section erupted, and then the excitement turned into something a little less excited. Nice block at the other end as Nicholson will carry the rebound into the front court. Nicholson will kick it out into the corner for three from Reef. That's too strong off the mark, and a foul will go against the Hawks.
Chaska foul, Jacoby Lyles. That's his third foul.
Lyles picks up his third. Sweeney will shoot a 1-and-1 at the other end. And he hits the first to make it a 5-point game, 48-43. And the second, and that'll draw the Storm within 4. Storm have trailed by as many as 12 at a couple of points in the second half, but they've stayed with it and now trail by just 4 as Lyles underneath. Bad pass, loose ball in the middle of the court. Able to get it off for Sweeney. Underneath for Schleicher, it's not there, and the rebound for Reif. Nicholson will size up the 3, that's short, and will go out of bounds over to the Storm. 5:47 left to play in regulation. The Hawks 48, the Storm 44. Brick carries into the front court for McDonald. McDonald double teamed. Bad pass intercepted, carried back up court by Reif. Reif gets it into the corner for Lyles for 3. That's too strong, and the rebound by Sweeney. Sweeney over for McDonald. McDonald guarded by Wall on the baseline. Schleicher will take the 3, and that's off the mark as well. Reif with the rebound for the Hawks. Reif. Brick able to tap it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Hawks. 5:09 to go in the second half. Well, we're going to turn it over to the Storm after discussion, it looks like.
Chaska foul, number 24, Jacoby Lyles.
Foul on Jacoby Lyles, and that'll be his 4th, and Chaska will take a timeout. We'll take one too. You're watching coverage on CHBN of Chaska versus Chanhassen. We're back inside Chaska High School as Brick driving the lane, got the layup. It's a 2-point game, 48-46 with just under 5 minutes left to play. We keep talking about the Storm. They've trailed by as many as 12 a couple of times here in the second half, but they're right back in the game within 2 with Wall on the reverse layup. Can't get the finish. He gets his own rebound. Important for the Hawks to lengthen these possessions, get a couple buckets as Nicholson is fouled driving the lane. He'll go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Chanhassen foul, number 24, Will Schleicher.
Well, Schleicher picks up the foul. That's his 1st. Nicholson shooting the 1-and-1. First one is good. That'll make it a 3-point game. Doesn't get the second. It'll stay a 3-point game, 49-46. Woods into the front court with the ball for the Storm. Brick Over for Johnson on the near side. Johnson has 4 fouls. Woods at the free throw line spinning, fighting his way into the lane, and he's able to finish. A great sequence by Maxwell Woods, and he's able to finish and make it a 1-point game. 49-48 as Nicholson driving at the other end. Offensive foul on Nicholson. That's 3 on Nicholson. That'll be the 10th team foul on the Hawks. Storm will be in the double bonus the rest of the way. Woods carries into the front court. Woods over on the near wing for Barger. Barger spins away from Reef, sets up Brick for 3, and he drained it. The Storm come back from down 12 here in the second half, and they now lead by 2, 51-49 with 3.5 minutes left to play. And we'll get a foul at the other end. A timeout taken by Chaska. 3:22 left to play, and we'll take a timeout. You're watching CHBN.
Good evening to all of you watching tonight. I'm Kristen Nicholson, realtor with Edina Realty and proud sponsor of Chaska Hawks basketball. I've had the privilege of living and working in this community for the past 20 years, as well as watching both of my boys, Cole and Brady, grow up as Chaska Hawks basketball players. Working in Chaska and the surrounding communities has given me the opportunity to open new doors for many new homeowners. Opening new doors just isn't about the process of buying and selling real estate. It's truly understanding the individual needs of each and every client and working to not only meet those expectations, but exceed them. From start to finish, I believe in providing a positive experience that puts you as the priority. I'm excited to announce the addition of the Arizona market to my portfolio of client services. I have partnered with the Ray Group and Berkshire Hathaway of North Scottsdale to bring you a smooth transition from one market to the next. Are you ready for that new view? Contact me today to start searching for your dream home in sunny Scottsdale. Thank you for supporting Chaska basketball. From my home to yours, enjoy the game.
We're back from the timeout. 51-49, the Storm with the lead after Brick hit the 3 a moment ago. The Storm has trailed by 12 at a couple of points here in the second half, and they now have the lead. Nicholson driving the lane, can't finish. He gets his own rebound, and he's fouled. Nicholson will go to the line with a chance to tie the game. Foul will be on Barger. That's his 4th. So Barger and Johnson both have 4 for the Storm. Wiles and Coleman have 4 for the Hawks. Nicholson's first free throw no good, but the rebound comes back out for the Hawks. Coleman sizes up the long 3. That's off the front iron as Woods with the rebound will carry up court. Little surprised that it was just a 1-and-1 for Nicholson at the other end. I would have thought that would have been a shooting foul as he was trying clearly to go up for the shot. But nonetheless, it is what it is, and the Storm in the front court with the Hawks. Johnson on the near side trying to work the baseline. Timeout taken by Chanhassen. 2:28 to go in regulation. The Storm 51, the Hawks 49. We'll be right back. We're back at Chaska High School, the Storm have overcome a 12-point deficit in the second half. They lead 51-49 with under 2.5 minutes to play. Lob off the inbound, that sort of 50-50 ball caroms in for McDonald, and he can't get the shot to go, but it was a good bounce for the Storm. And able to keep that from being a turnover to begin with. Hawks will inbound. They work down on the near side. Reef gets it underneath for Nicholson. Nicholson can't get the finish on the layup. Hawks, though, maintain the offensive rebound. Coleman gets it for Lyles. Lyles bangs it home and ties the game at 51 with 2 minutes to go. Woods works into the front court. Woods over for McDonald. Johnson works it around back for Woods. Woods will take the straight on three, and he got it. Maxwell Woods puts the Storm back up by 3, 54-51 with 1:30 left to go. Coleman in the front court. Nicholson, he'll take the long three, and that's too strong. And the ball pins around, and the foul will go on the Storm. And that'll send Reef to the line to shoot a pair.
Storm foul number 1, Jackson McDonald. That's his fourth.
Jackson McDonald picks up his fourth foul.
Shooting for the Hawks, number 10, Dawson Reef.
Reef's first goes down, 54-52.
Sweeney back in for the Storm.
Second one off the mark. Nicholson hustling for the rebound. He won't get there, and the ball will go to the Storm. We'll say it went off Nicholson last. Oh, they'll say Nicholson picked up a foul going for the ball. We'll have two shots the other way, with Barger taking the 2 attempts. Barger misses the first. Barger got the second. It's a 3-point game, 55-52, 1:17 left in regulation. Nicholson leaves off for Lyles. Coleman. Reef driving the lane. He's got the layup. It's a 1-point game with under a minute to go, 55-54. Nearly stolen away by Coleman. Bounce pass underneath Sweeney, back for Woods. Woods is fouled. That'll be on Wall, his fourth. Woods will go to the line to shoot a pair. Woods got the first.
Will Schleicher back in the game for Sweeney.
Woods got the second. 57-54, 45.8 left to go. Nicholson, 3 from the logo, off the mark. Offensive rebound. Reef will kick it back to Wall, back to Reef. And a timeout taken by Chaska. 29.4 seconds to go. The Storm 57, the Hawks 54.
Good evening to all of you watching tonight. I'm Kristen Nicholson, realtor with Edina Realty and proud sponsor of Chaska Hawks basketball. I've had the privilege of living and working in this community for the past 20 years, as well as watching both of my boys, Cole and Brady, grow up as Chaska Hawks basketball players. Working in Chaska and the surrounding communities has given me the opportunity to open new doors for many new homeowners. Opening new doors just isn't about the process of buying and selling real estate. It's truly understanding the individual needs of each and every client and working to not only meet those expectations, but exceed them. From start to finish, I believe in providing a positive experience that puts you as the priority. I'm excited to announce the addition of the Arizona market to my portfolio of client services. I have partnered with the Ray Group and Berkshire Hathaway of North Scottsdale to bring you a smooth transition from one market to the next. Are you ready for that new view? Contact me today to start searching for your dream home in sunny Scottsdale. Thank you for supporting Chaska basketball. From my home to yours, enjoy the game.
Back in for Coleman with 27 seconds to go. Wall underneath for Lyles. Lyles, Nicholson, long three off the mark. Tapped out of bounds, will stay with Chaska. Great play to knock the ball off the Storm and keep it at the Chaska end. 18 seconds to go. The Storm 57, the Hawks 54. Into Nicholson on the far wing. Nicholson three off the front rim and the foul. .6 left. Fifth on Coleman, so his night is over. Woods will go to the line to shoot a pair to possibly put this one away. Rain comes in for Coleman, the first one off the mark for Woods. And even if he can just make one of these, that will make it a much harder road for the Hawks. Woods' second is good. 58-54 Chanhassen with 13.6 to go. Inbound to Nicholson. Nicholson quickly in. Nicholson will size up the three. That's off the mark. Rebound underneath for Barger, and he's fouled with 4.3 left to go. And the Chanhassen section can smell it now. 4.3 left to go. Foul is on Reef. That's his second. Barger will take the two shots at the other end. Barger has the first. It's a 5-point lead for the Storm. And hits the second. It's a 6-point lead, 60-54. In for Reef. Reef will take the long shot as the game comes to an end. The Chanhassen Storm come back from down 12 in the second half as they will mob each other at midcourt. They come back. They beat the Hawks by a final score of 60-54. A disappointing loss for the Hawks tonight if they watch that big second half lead melt away and then have to watch their rivals celebrate on their court as the student section and players all hopping around now at center court on the Chanhassen side. So the Hawks will fall to 1-9 on the season as they couldn't hold on to the 12-point lead in the second half. Great comeback by the Storm. They earned it. They take this one by a final score of 60-54. You're watching CHBN's coverage tonight as Chaska's next game will be Tuesday night at Benilde St. Margaret's, the Haben Center on the Benilde St. Margaret's campus. That'll be Tuesday night. Stay tuned for an update about our next broadcast of Chaska boys basketball. But one more time tonight, the final, Chanhassen 60, Chaska 54. For Brett Johnson, I'm